Welcome to Plus, the home of TV hits, and we're at the Wheel Tappers in just half an hour's time after Bullseye.
How are you getting on this Sunday? Are you doing all right? Because we've got our regular Sunday afternoon show here with you.
Mr. Bang? Excuse me.
Yes, what is it?
It's not Sunday, it's Wednesday.
It's not. It's Sunday. Sunday.
No.
Sunday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Sunday.
Sunday?
Sunday. Where are you going?
I'm going home.
Why's that?
Well, the wife would kill me if I miss Bullseye.
Go on, go. Let's meet our contestant tonight who are going to play with us on Bullseye. How are you, Geraint?
Very well, thank you.
Hope I get this name right for you tonight, I really do.
Yeah.
Geraint. From Dyfed in South Wales.
It
is south, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather
Southwest.
than mid. Yeah, right. You're a local government personnel officer.
Yeah.
Big rugby fan.
Yes, indeed.
It's your life, isn't it?
I like supporting Wales and Neath especially.
That's right,
Yeah.
John Lloyd from West Glamorgan. You both work in local government. You're personnel, Geraint, and you. What did you do before you were in local government, John?
Well, at one time it was in sewage.
You were in sewage?
Yeah. I used to come home smelling of roses,
Yes.
mine.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's not a job to be sniffed at, is it, really? Nice to see you both, boys. I know we've had a lovely time so far. It's been great. Yeah, I know, I've enjoyed it. Hi, Tony.
Hiya.
How are you? And it's Tony and Irene, son and mum. That's right, isn't it? You're currently helping mum in the pub, Tony.
Helping her out, yeah.
Are you between jobs?
Between jobs.
And when you're in work, you're in hotel work, are you?
Well, I would like to be a landlord in time.
What will you do? Apply to a brewery, perhaps?
I've been applying to breweries, yeah.
You were a county darts player, and you packed it in. Tell us why.
Well, of course, I got married.
Yeah, well, that's a big restricting factor, isn't it?
Kids, and the cost of it was too much.
Now, you're in the Guinness Book of Records, Tony, aren't you?
Yeah.
Now, come on, tell us about this. What are you in now?
1986,
Yeah.
I did a 12-hour dance marathon,
Yeah.
and during the morning, I made an attempt on Mike Gregory's 3001 record,
Yeah.
which at the time was in 75 darts,
Yeah.
and I managed to do it in 73.
Good lad. And you made a lot of money for charity as well, didn't you? Oh, no. Now, Irene, you've been a riot today. I want you to behave yourself tonight. You're just giggling. Whoever you're giggling over there, I'll smack your leg. Really, she's come now. She's lovely. The Plough Hotel, is that right? Where is it? In Manchester.
It's not as posh as it sounds.
Well, no, I don't know. Manchester's posh, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, bits of it.
You must live in the wrong part.
Are you in the wrong part? I bet you've got a great crowd, don't you?
Yes.
A great crowd of locals.
Yes.
I love the Mancunians, I really do. They're great.
Yeah.
Sharp sense of humour, haven't they? You're a bit of a daydreamer, aren't you? And you're absent-minded. Can you give us an instance of when you sort of found yourself in a crisis as a result of...
Not so much crisis.
It's just like you forget to do things like take the money when they buy a pint.
Something like that, yeah.
I bet it's cracker. Right. Andy and Bernie, and you're from Seven Oaks in Kent, Andy.
That's right, yeah.
You're a lorry driver.
That's right, yeah.
Unsocial hours.
Yeah, I'll start early in the morning,
Yeah.
miss all the traffic.
Tell us all what time.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and you drive up into the city.
Yeah.
To collect
All the clinical waste.
all the clinical waste from all the hospitals in town.
Yeah.
You get it all away, and that's got to be done.
That's when
We tend to
incineration.
forget these things, don't we? It's no point doing it during the day because it would take you. Well, you couldn't do it.
It had a 4-hour. Well, if I do it in 6 hours, if I done it earlier, later in the day, it'd take about 10 hours.
10, yeah, right. Because it's just a car park in the city now, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
a massive car park. Now then, what? Bernie from Sudbury. You're a postman, Bernie.
That's what, Jim.
Yeah. Deliver the letters
As best as I can.
as
Yeah.
best you can. I didn't know post offices and post boxes were open on Sundays sometimes.
The post offices aren't, but there's collection.
There's a collection, I'm sorry. That's what I'm really meant.
There's a collection now
On
on
a
Sundays.
Sunday?
Yes.
On a voluntary basis?
Voluntary basis.
So if you've got a letter that's fairly important, you can pop it in the post Saturday night, and maybe, with a bit of luck and the following wind, it'll get picked up on Sunday. Is that right?
It'll definitely get picked up on Sunday.
It'll definitely get picked up on Sunday. Oh, that's good.
When it's delivered, it's another matter.
Yes, when you actually... I'll do the lines. You start. Right. Well, any experience with dogs, anything? I suppose you've got to have had the dog, have you?
Luckily, I've had no experience with that. But
Well-
dog bites.
No
Yes.
dog bites.
No.
No dog bites. Fine. All right. We're delighted about that. We hope we don't get bitten tonight. In fact, we'd like you to bite us fairly hard for a few bob. A round of applause for our contestants tonight. Well done. Lovely, Irene. All right, Captain. OK. Just to remind you at home, questions in the first round are worth £30 each. Fairly easy questions, and a whole dartboard full of categories to be hit by the dart players. Let's play Bullseye. John, choose a subject for Geraint.
Britain, please.
Yes, we'll try that for you, sir. Britain, we want Geraint.
Well, no bonus there, Jim. It's in spelling.
It's in spelling. No problem at this stage. You're still all right. For £30, John, many sporting events have a sponsor backing them. Please spell sponsor.
S-P-O-N-S-O-R.
I'll check that with Bully. S-P-O-N-S-O-R is correct. Gives you £30. Remember your bonus buttons as well. Well done there, Bernie. Irene, for Tony.
Words, please.
All right, my love. Come on, Tony. Words, please.
That's 30, Jim.
£30 you've got. Irene, for another £30, which word describes a compulsive thief?
Kleptomaniac.
Good girl, no problem. Well done, Irene. We move on. Come on then, Bernie, for Andy.
Showbiz, please, Jim.
Showbiz. Come on, Andy.
Well, that's in affairs, Jim. No bonus.
Affairs for £30, Bernie. Who are the organisers, and please be careful with this, think about it. Who are the organisers of the annual Crufts Dog Show?
Kennel Club.
Good man. The Kennel Club gives you £30, which means at the end of round one, £30 for Geraint and John, £60 for Irene and Tony, and £30 for Bernie and Andy. Well played. We move on. Round two in game one. Questions now, £50, a little more difficult, and less categories for the boys to aim at. The ones that are lit, choose one. Geraint for John.
Britain.
Yes, Britain we'd like. He's determined to get Britain for you here. Geraint.
Yes, it's 50, Jim.
And he's got your £50 there, John. For a further £50, on which river does Glasgow stand?
That's the Clyde.
The Clyde is correct for £50. That was an easy one, wasn't it? You got away with that nicely there, didn't you, Geraint? Good. Irene for Tony.
Books.
Books, my love. Tony, books.
50.
Oh, you're getting there now. 50 you've got. A further £50, Irene, if you can tell me this. In which Shakespeare play do Oberon and Titania appear? Shh, in the audience now. And there is a light on, Irene. Have a crack.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Good girl. You're a daydreamer. You should have got that straight away, shouldn't you? No problem, you're there. You've got your £50. Good girl. Bernie for Andy.
Showbiz again, please.
Showbiz again. Andy, showbiz.
Well, it's in affairs, Jim. The subject's
It's in
gone.
affairs, and that is doomed because the category's gone. We can't ask the question, which gives us, at the end of round two, in game one, £130 for Geraint and John, £160 for Irene and Tony, and Andy and Bernie still on £30. Well, there you go.